Hi, I'm Marty at martysmusings.net, and I write a DIY, crafts, recipe, lifestyle blog. And today I want to share with you a little craft that I did, and today's video is sponsored by Expressionary.com. And I ordered a product from them that I think you're going to love. And it came in this cool little nifty bag, and it is a stamp. It's a self-inking stamp. And Expressionary has many different stamps that you can customize. And the one that I used had this owl emblem, and what I did was customize it to fit a project that I wanted to work on. So what it originally had was this belongs to, and then it had the teacher's name, and then the school name. And what I decided to use it for was a project to encourage my daughter in her schoolwork, and as a teenager, she's 17 in the 11th grade, and as she was taking an outside class, I wanted her to be encouraged. And what I did was use and customize the stamp to say, "Praying for you today, love Mom." So this is an example of how you can use this stamp and customize it to a little project that would better suit what you want to do. So let me show you the finished project. This says, "Praying for you today, love Mom." So basically all I did was cut a 3-inch circle, and then I used my Cricut die cutting machine, and I cut a pattern out of pattern paper. I cut a 3 1/4 inch circle. Then I used a little bit of ribbon and hole punched so I could tie this to her book bag, or for those of you who have kids in elementary school that have a lunchbox or whatever it is that they take to school, you could tie this onto that, and you have a great little reminder for them that you're thinking of them and praying for them, and it just lets them know that while they're away all day long, you're thinking of them, and maybe it'll make them stay out of trouble too if they know Mom's eyes are watching them. So let me show you another one that I did. I just started and added 1/4 of an inch to each of the circles. So this one was stamped on a 3-inch circle, and you can also use just a 3-inch hole punch. You can, like I use the Cricut die cutting machine, you can use punches or whatever works for you. There's also the Silhouette. There are different cutting machines that you could use. And then I just used the different paper, cut it out, and then I used the Zots, which gives it just a little bit of a raised effect, which I just happen to love. Then I used it on these 4x5-inch cards that you can buy. They're just nice little plain cards. You can get them in all sorts of different colors, and they can just be slipped in envelopes that come with them. So if you want to have something that can go in, like I said, the book bag, or you can even mail it to your kids. That would be a nice surprise if your kids came home and got something in the mail. They'd probably think that was really cool, since most people don't do snail mail anymore. So this is just a cool little thing, and I would write, "Love Mom," or I would say, "I'm thinking about you. Good luck on that test today." So those are just some ideas. So basically, like this one is, I used a flower punch. I've got this mammoth punch here, and it's 3 inches. It's just kind of like a flower punch. And I've got my pattern paper that I absolutely love, and I'll have some links in the blog post to some of the pattern papers that I love, and to the punches that I used. And the thing that I like about this stamp is that when stamping went crazy at the very beginning, I bought bunches of stamps. I'm a terrible stamper. I just don't do a good job. I can't get them even. These do perfectly every single time. That's what I love about them. And if you don't like the black ink and you love to color with pens, you can always fill in with different colors. Since coloring books seem to be the craze for even adults these days, you can just take some pens and color to your heart's desire. So that's one of those that I did. And literally, if you don't have a lot of pattern paper, just go to Michael's or one of the craft store, buy a few sheets, get it when it's on sale, use your coupon, and you can just use a glue stick and attach it that way. Or like I said, you can use the pop dots or the Zots, or give it a little raised effect. And literally, it's just a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of cardstock, and some pattern paper. So I'm not even going to demonstrate it for you because this is such an easy craft. And some other ideas that I thought might be good in personalizing the stamp from the things that are available at expressionary.com. You could use it for a wedding present. So if you wanted to use get an unusual wedding present for a couple, you could always, just do their new name and their address and give this to them as a wedding present. So that would be great when they're sending out all their thank you notes after the wedding. You could also use it for a baby present, since you get, and they have lots of other designs that are more than just the owl. So if you, so they could use, like the baby's first name and then the last name, and they could say is here, and they could make up a little card, and that could be part of the baby announcement. So that would be a great little baby present and be unusual. So the thing about this also is it gives you thousands of impressions. You don't have to have an ink pad. You don't have to collect a bunch of supplies. This goes with you. It's very easy. So those are just some ideas. Also, you could use it to stamp school books. You could use it to stamp on your scrapbooks if you happen to do that. And one of the other products that I also ordered is just this little notepad. And these are also customizable. I used a verse of scripture that says, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and I listed the verse, and at the bottom it says my daughter's name. So I can just write a little personal note for her, slip it in a pocket, slip it in her book bag. When my kids go on to camp in the summer, my husband and I always write little notes for them and put it in their book bags when they leave. So for all of our kids, every camp that they've gone to since they were in elementary school, we call them encouragement notes. And we do those things so that they know when they're apart from us that we're thinking about them, praying for them, and wishing them to have a great camp experience. So those are just a few things for this little quick project. Very easy. Make it your own, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you to expressionary.com for sponsoring this post, and I'll have all the details on martysmusings.net. Thanks so much.